Well, as you can see, it's me again, by myself. I guess I better get used to doing these things by myself because Mike and Chris every time I ask them to do opens with me, it's like, I'm fishing, Chris is on tour. I mean, what's a guy got to do to get a little help around here? But hey, somebody has to carry this podcast because clearly it's not them. Maybe JT will step in sooner or later. I don't know. Anyways, welcome to Rough Fairways.
It's not good though.
Hey, guess what I did this past weekend,
anymore.
Chris? Guess what I did this past weekend? I want you to guess.
What did you do this past weekend?
On
Do I
Saturday.
get to guess?
Saturday. No, you don't get to guess because you already know.
Oh.
Yeah. Let him guess. Chris, you're thinking way too hard about this.
I'm out. I don't know.
Eddie got his every
Did you
10
golf?
years beat
I
Mike
did.
at golf.
I played golf.
Nice.
I know. And what did I shoot,
played-
Mike? What did I shoot?
What was the 78?
7.
77.
There you go. Hockey sticks.
Not bad.
Mario
Hockey
Lemieux.
sticks.
I mean, he quit after 15 holes, but
I did. That's very, very true.
I was going to
Who's
say,
the
how did you
ASU
do
guy?
How we doing?
What's up, Nicolo?
How's it going, everybody? Hold on here.
There he
it was
is.
perfect the way my
You look
screen's set up.
you
I got
look
the lefties on
fantastic.
one side, the
Yeah,
righties on
the
the other.
lefties should be over here on my screen. Nicolo's below me, but
I don't know. I'm top left of mine.
there you go.
Well, it
Nicolo,
works for me then.
we do have a fellow lefty here. Mike is a lefty, so
Do
you're
we? All right. How we,
Yep.
you're
let's
not
go.
alone.
Everybody's born right-handed, and only the gifted overcome the deformity.
All right.
I think your boy Broc's going to join us here soon.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah,
I was just texting with him. He's part of this fun stuff too. Anyways,
yeah, I'm excited. Thanks for having us on here.
absolutely,
Yeah,
Nicolo.
buddy. Good to see you. I've got to step out. I got to grab something real quick. I'll be right back.
Sure,
All right, now's our chance to talk about him.
Nicolo. Where do we? Yeah, give us all the dirt on Chris. Have you played? How many rounds have you played with Chris?
I don't think I have. I did the final stage of Q School last year. I do remember that. I think maybe just one round, or maybe the first two. I'm not sure, to be honest, but not very much. Just in final stage last year. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, right, Chris? I don't know if you can hear me yet. I don't know if he's wearing headphones, but
He's waiting. He's got technical difficulties. Here's Broc.
All right, he's back. Stop talking about him.
There he is.
You guys hear me all right?
We
Yeah.
are. What's up, buddy?
Oh yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
What?
We got the whole team here. I love it.
Did you say something?
We said something
Huh?
about you. Yeah,
Oh,
Nicolo was just telling us the last time he played golf with
just-
you.
The last time he played golf with me?
Well, not with you, but just
I
like
think
on.
we just final stage, was it not? I don't think we did it all this year, have we?
No, I think we played practice round last year with Cody. I don't think. Did we ever play a tournament round?
No, well, I don't even think we played with Cody. I think we played at the final stage when you were caddying for.
Oh, I was with Luis.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
No, yeah.
Final stage. Holy moly. Seems like forever ago.
I know.
And now it's right around the corner again.
I know. Crazy.
Nicolo, where do we find you today?
And where do I live? I live in Scottsdale.
You're in Scottsdale right now. Okay,
Yeah.
you're at home for the week.
Yes, sir. It feels nice to be back, at least for a couple of days.
Sure. For you guys to get rocking and rolling next week. What do you do on the off week?
Well, this week I'm actually playing like a little mini tour event out here in Arizona. So I'm doing that. That started yesterday and it ends tomorrow, and then I'm going to just probably keep practicing a little bit for the next couple of days. I mean, it's not really. I'm not too tired, so I don't really want to take too much time off before these next couple of weeks. So I kind of want to stay as sharp as I can before going into those, and yeah. So usually I would take some time off if I have a week off, but I don't think this is a good time to do it.
I gotcha.
What tour is that?
It's called the Asher Tour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I mean, it's a good mini tour out here.
I have a former boss who's playing in it.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Brent Grant.
Oh yeah, So I haven't seen him sort of main out there, but
For some reason, my mind just went completely like corporate boss or something. I was like, wait, what boss are you talking about, Chris?
yeah, I know. So did I.
I genuinely was thinking like, you've had a boss, Chris? And then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. I get it now.
I have. I was just with some ping people today too.
Now, Brock, where are you? Whereabouts are you? I don't know if Brock can hear us.
Brock, can you hear us? I think he's frozen.
He
Oh,
might
no,
be
he's not.
he might be frozen. I don't know. I hear some
Brock!
sort of background, maybe like some uh um
Frozen?
he might be like on a delay or something.
Can you hear us?
Somebody is running water in the background. I don't know.
I don't hear anything.
I don't know.
I can't. Maybe I have him muted. Or he has
Brock.
himself muted. I don't think he knows he's muted.
No, I don't think he's muted actually. Yeah, I don't know.
He'd be trying to talk.
I'm gonna call him.
I can hear you guys, but it's just really chopped up right now.
It's really choppy
There
for
you go.
you. Brock, did you pay your Wi-Fi bill?
That's a no.
Let's try to
Hey,
rejoin, guys.
Yeah,
He's got to get that
that's
AOL
fine. You
CD
can-
in the mail.
you can rejoin it. Hey, Nicolo, there's a big discrepancy on the research that I've been doing about you, and I need you to clear something up for us here. So your college height on the ASU website is listed at 6 foot, but yet your PGA Tour profile is listed at 5'11". So could
Yeah.
you please tell the world what your official height and weight is?
It's 5'11".
It is
5'11". College, you have to give yourself that little extra inch just for the ladies in case they look at the roster. You know,
That was
everyone-
with shoes on.
Big difference.
Oh, and we know there's ladies down at ASU. They were
Yeah.
definitely checking out the golf boys.
Yeah, so 5'11". So once I turned pro and I put my official height, I had to be real. I
You
don't
couldn't
do
lie to
that.
the PGA Tour. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we really wanted to know, Nicola. Good luck to you the rest of the year.
Yeah, thanks. See you later. 5'11", boys. Have a good night.
I won because I had the under.
Yeah. Nicola, let's get you the full introduction here. Brock, you good? Maybe. He's coming. Maybe. We'll see.
Good now, I just can't see you guys.
You can't see us now. Okay. All good.
Yes.
Well, he's Nicola Galletti. He's a rookie here on the Corn Ferry Tour this year. This is his first year. He played 24 events. You made 14 cuts. Nice little season here for you. Nicola, just run us down your season and highlights and lowlights. And how was your first rookie year?
Yeah, it's been a good year. I've been really enjoying it. After playing DP last year, just traveling the whole world, it's being able to be here just mainly in the U.S. Obviously, besides a few international events, but that's been very nice. So it's been nice to be home, and I have a lot more friends out here. So just the whole environment and everything's been really nice for me. So with that, obviously, I played some decent golf. I mean, it's been a good year, I'd say. Had a tough stretch there. I had missed 6 cuts in a row, which obviously was not great. But after that, actually, as soon as Broc came on the bag, actually, we've kind of switched everything up, and we've had a great the rest of our season so far, actually. And yeah, hopefully can finish strong and see if we can move up and move on to the next tour.
Yeah. Speaking of your last, what happened after your 6 cuts? Because you went to the BMW and placed 5th. Like what happens between a golfer's mind? Was it Broc's help? Was it just something clicked in your swing?
The whole year I've kind of been hitting it pretty well. I've been struggling with my putting the entire first half of the year. I should say, or first before that tournament, really. Been really struggling with my putting, and then that week actually I got a new putter. I got an LA Blue pink putter, and I just put it in the bag that week. It couldn't get worse. So I actually had my buddy send me like 4 putters from my house. I spent like $500 for the shipping after Raleigh to get these putters for Greenville, and then DB, the ping rep, ended up bringing me this putter. I didn't know it was coming. I ended up using that, so I just wasted $500 in the shipping. But so I got that thing, and then I made everything. I didn't make everything, but I putted really well in Greenville, so that was nice. And then just to have that and kind of just build some confidence from that, and just to have a new field as putter, it was great. And so that's kind of just continued the entire year since then. Really, kind of been putting pretty strong for the most part. These last few weeks were a little tough on the greens, but that's kind of been a difference maker. Obviously, Broc as well. Just having him out there and having a steady guy for sure, and then obviously having a good friend out there and a guy who we have a very similar personality. We're similar guys, and he's a lefty as well, so we have a similar game and everything. So it always fits, and it's been a great team the second half of the year.
Well, the lefties outnumber you guys now.
I was going to say we are outnumbered, man.
There's a first time for everything.
Yeah.
That's amazing, though. 3 lefties.
Yeah, it's fun. What do we got? 3 out of 6 here?
3 out of 5, yeah.
No, 3 out of 5. Yeah, kind of myself.
Yeah, these guys. I don't even know what to say. Maybe Chris, maybe you and I just go on mute, let Broc, Nicolo, and then Mike take it over. You guys just sit here and talk shop.
Lefty podcast.
Lefty podcast. See that?
Without Broc, but Broc can't speak. I don't know. We can't hear Broc, so.
Yeah,
It should be just like
now.
he is back.
It should just be the Left Rough podcast now.
The left rough fairways.
I do play a fade.
Yeah, play the fade. Broc, when's the last time you played golf?
It was 3 weeks ago now. I played a little bit of golf when we got after the 6-week stretch. Came back home, played a little bit back home. Home's Washington State, where I'm at right now, and I'm hoping to play a little bit this week too before we head out to Oklahoma.
What'd you shoot last time you played?
Yeah, I was gonna say, describe your golf game.
Well, it was a scramble, so we used quite a few of my shots, but I did play Golden Mountain out in Bremerton before that and shot 73. So
That's pretty
the game's very hit or miss right now. It's there's certain days that I still got it and I think I can play really well, and there's some days I'm just going, what is this? I completely forgot how to play entirely. So
since you're
pretty hit
both
or miss
lefty, like
nowadays.
if Nicolo's having a bad day, do you guys just like swap?
I wish.
If anybody notices.
I wish. If it's a lefty draw dominant course, then it's a perfect course for Broc. He's a big drawer, and I'm a cutter. So whenever I have a draw tee shot, I'm just like, oh man, I wish you could just sub in here for me.
Okay, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? 4 golf pros on Korn Ferry Tour, PGA Tour, they played a scramble. What would they shoot at any course you guys play at?
4 golf pros. What's
I mean, are we breaking 50? Are we breaking 50?
A 4-man scramble.
Yeah, like at here at Boise Open, or just any course that you guys can think of on tour. What do you guys think?
Realistic. Well, if it's a par 72, I'd say if there's 4 par 4s or par 5s, I'd say they eagle maybe 3 of them. One of the holes I'm going to say like 53, 52.
Okay,
that's my number.
I was thinking probably pretty easily 20 under.
Yeah.
Around that, yeah.
You're not going to have very many pars and bogeys. No bogeys. But
you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I agree.
Are you guys
especially if you get a guy like, I mean, you could load your team up. You could get a guy who bombs it. I mean, you could put Marcus or Chase out there and just have them bomb it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You have I don't know who leads the tour in putting, but just put him out there and then just get a couple ball strikers, and it's all over.
Yeah, you get a ball in play, and then like you said, you get a guy like Chase or one of these guys that's super long, just goes for everything. You're gonna be putting for birdie and eagle everywhere.
Yeah.
Nicolo, speaking of putting, do you know your putting stats right now?
Like on the Korn Ferry Tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I was second before these last 2 weeks on the putting average or putts per green regulation, but
yeah, just your rank on putting average, yeah.
Yeah, but those stats are a little skewed, I'd say, because I mean, I hit it close to a lot of times on like with wedge shots, so that kind of like makes a big difference. So I have a lot of 1 putts there, and then
sure.
I also for like an aggressive ball striker like me, like if I hit a good shot, I'm going to hit next to the hole, or I'm going to miss the green probably. So it's kind of skewed a little bit that way. I mean, I have been putting really well this second half. I will say that. I don't know if I'm up there top 5 in the putting, but
sitting right at 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5.
But yeah,
rank
that's
6
cool
putts per
stats to
round.
see.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
nice.
good.
Usually, I mean, putting has kind of been not my weakness, but definitely my lower part of my game, I would say. And so this year, especially the second half, obviously being able to putt well, it's nice to see some results with what could happen if I do putt well, and I can always kind of be up there in contention pretty consistently, which has been nice.
Are you a stats guy?
Not really, to be honest. No. Yeah, not really. I'm kind of just a golf guy. I just kind of just try to go out there and figure it out. I mean, kind of. I mean, I look at some stats to say, like, I mean, I try to see what my weaknesses are per se, but I mean, I can kind of already know when I'm out there, like I can say I didn't chip well this week, so I know I have to go work on my chipping or whatever. I don't really, like, look down into my stats too often, I'll say, or ever, to be honest.
What's your favorite club in the bag?
In my 60 degree, probably. I'm a big short
It's
game.
not a common answer.
Huh? Yeah. I'm a big 60 degree guy. I like to hit. I mean, I'm always chipping. When I'm practicing, I'm on the chipping green for a long time, and most of the time, my chipping is my strong suit of my game. So, yeah, I love my 60 degree. I can do a lot of stuff with that thing, and it's
Makes me
always
feel
fun to
like you're
hit.
not hitting a lot of greens in regulation.
Huh? Well, par fives, you never know. Par fives, or like I said, I'm a pretty aggressive player, so I do short side myself a lot. So I do have to get good on the spinners or the flop shots and stuff. Unfortunately, I'm trying to get better at that, and I need Brock's help with that too. But we're
Mike,
working.
Mike, he's such a bomber. He has a 60-degree wedge and a lot of these par
There,
fours
I
now.
like
So
it. The caddy bringing him
Yeah, I don't know
back.
if
I
you saw
like
those
it.
driving stats.
Caddy,
that's right.
caddy
Yeah,
backs.
is that why your putts
He
are so
backs his
good?
boy up. I love it, dude.
Chip it close, make a putt.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. So let's go back to that, Nicola. So you're an aggressive player now. Are you aggressive no matter what course you're at?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, I'd say usually my drivers I have the most confidence in my driver. So, and that's kind of what I mean aggressively. I mean, I've aimed a lot of pins more than I should, for sure, especially like last week, for example, when the greens are firmer than normal than we're used to in the Corn Ferry. I kind of have to. It's hard for me to adjust to kind of play a little bit more conservative on the firmer greens sometimes. But for me, my aggressive, I just usually love hitting driver. My driver is my most confident club in my bag, so I just try to use that as often as I can. When people usually try to lay up with irons and stuff, I feel like those holes. Again, I'm not a bomber by any means, but I'm pretty average. I'd say I'm not short. So, and I hit it very straight. I think so. I think that kind of gives me an advantage on those shorter holes, and people try to lay up. I think I kind of like to just bomb it out there and see what happens.
Now, Brock, is there a certain type of hole or a course where you'll actually pull him off his aggressiveness?
Not too much, to be honest. It's something we talk about quite a bit. I feel like for in between, kind of like, hey, do you want to hit? Maybe he has a forward, strong forward. And I think we're more confident with driver than the forward most of the time. So it's kind of like let's send it down there, and if we can get a wedge in our hand, I especially like that. His wedge play is really good. So anytime that I feel like we can get into that 115 to 100-yard range, yeah, let's send it down there and play aggressive to his game.
Your
You
longest
said
drive
you
is
primarily hit cuts, right? Do you hit driver on one in Boise?
No, I did not hit
Every-
driver on one, man. I wanted to. That one I actually
Well,
did
honestly,
that.
just take it over the trees and play that little
Yeah,
cut.
with that one.
Oh,
that
yeah,
one
that's why I
was
asked. I
good.
mean, it's a perfect cut for
It
lefties.
is.
Yeah.
That's
Really
true.
perfect cut to lefty, but Brock, the first day, when I got to the practice round, I was like, oh, just a nice little driver there. And I think I actually hit it into that bush. That was just straight through the fairway. So I was like, let's just not do that.
And then you need Brock to hit your tee shot on 3.
What's that?
Yeah.
So you need Brock
Yeah.
to hit your tee shot on 3.
I know.
2 and 3.
Yeah, 2 and 3. I struggled. I 2 actually hit a nice one, which is nice. Like we had a little bit of room. 3 was in the left rough pretty much every day until I snap hooked it right in the middle of the trees. And then hit the water on number 4.
Now was your longest drive on tour? It was 373, by the way. Was it downwind, downhill, and did you hit a cart path?
No, I didn't hit a cart path. That was actually in Boise. That was number 16 in Boise, that par
16.
five. So it was a little downhill,
Yeah.
and it was a little downwind probably, but I mean, it was like the fourth longest of the day or something. So it was a bomb. You know,
It was
I
a
kind of
bomb.
these last few tournaments, I've gotten a little speedier. I don't know what's been going on, but
I will say it was after a bad mistake on 15, so there might have been a little anger in that swing
Little
too. But
revenge.
he was moving it out there.
after a
Dude,
double
that-
on, so
That hole on 15, that produces a lot of anger, doesn't it, Chris?
yeah. I mean, I
Thank
eagled
you.
it the first day.
No, not at all. I have zero regrets from that
Zero.
hole, ever. 5 years, I have no regrets there.
Never. That's a fun hole to just kind of sit there as like when Mike and I go there and we do media and everything. We'll kind of sit, by greenside and see the crowd just groan if it goes in the bunker or short's even worse. I think bunker is the better play. I don't know, but it seems to me. I mean, everybody in the field drives that hole, but
Yeah, it's a good hole. You need to think on that hole, and
it is.
it's a good hole.
Driver there? Did you hit driver?
I agree, have to
Or
redo
forward?
it. I probably just hit it just short of that bunker every day, of the green. Because the first day I hit driver and it worked out. I made eagle. I hit it chipped in, which was great. But then the second day, I had to hit this big slice driver, and then the second day I over sliced and hit the cart path, and then it ricocheted over the tee box out of bounds, and I made a double. And so that was bad. And
This question is-
that's when the 373-yard drive came right after that.
Now this question's for
Understandably
the
so.
this question's for the caddies. What makes and Chris, we've obviously talked about this plenty of times before, so I'll ask Broc first. But what makes a good golf course, Broc, in a caddy's eyes? Then Nicolo, I'll ask you that too.
I think it's a good question. I personally, I think a great golf course has a really good drivable par four, and a really hard short par three. I think those are like two things that really stand out to me. And then a good, mix, I think, of risk reward par fives that good shots are rewarded, poor shots are penalized. That's kind of my take on a good solid golf course.
Chris,
So you're going to say flat and short, so you don't have to walk as much.
Well, yeah. That is nice. We were out in Colorado. I think it was like
from a
8,000
caddy's
yards.
perspective, yeah.
Yeah, from a caddy's
That's a big-
perspective, I know I have a hard. I tend to probably come from more of a player's perspective. Caddying's fairly new. I mean, I've caddied since Raleigh, but yeah, from a caddy's perspective, absolutely, short walk and flat is great.
Little putt course.
Yeah,
I think the thing that,
Springfield, Illinois is the course for Broc. It's the most flat, short course you can find.
Boise, with the exception of 18, is fantastic.
Yeah,
Boise
that's
too.
it's not a
Boise.
terrible walk.
Yeah, Boise.
Yeah, they need to get that. They need to get that tram back up 18 though. Again, I remember I played in the John Dropping Invitational when I was a junior, and I recall on 18 they had a tram going up the right side there, and I was really hoping it was still there, but it sounds
They
like it's
did.
not there. Or it's not there anymore.
They're not going to bring that back.
Oh,
the best part about that golf course is starting on 10, because you get 18 halfway through instead of at the end,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
True.
and you get that long downhill to get you going.
yeah.
You just roll down that hill. So
Nicolo,
golf
what's your-
course,
What? Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
No, I'm trying to think. I kind of want to echo what he said. I think you have. I like a long par three, like a long difficult par three. I want something in that 230 to 245 range, because everybody's got that shot. I mean, whether it's a hybrid, a 5-wood, I think it's a good number. I don't think we play enough of them. I like a difficult par three. You played Raleigh, so like 6, 7?
7, I believe, the long one.
Yeah, like I like that hole. I think it's good because now if it's long, it can play short too, so we don't have to play it long every day. But I think 2 days, like Friday and Sunday, it could be long. I like a really good gettable par 4, like you said, a decision maker, something similar to 15 in Boise. I like a drivable one where or like 17 in at Vandy in Nashville when they moved the tee up. I think that's good. I think it brings in 2 and it brings in 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll probably see about as many 2s as you'll see 6s. So, and I love like a 610-yard par 5 where it's kind of just out of the reach for most people, but if you get like sneaky long one day, you catch a bounce, you can kind of chase one up there maybe or chip it in. But I don't like it when everybody can get there.
Yeah.
I like when like the bombers can get there, and other than that allows because I think it complements both sides of the field. Like the guys who are really good wedge players are going to lay up and they can jam a wedge in there, and the guys who are long can take the chance and try to knock it on and 2-putt. I like a long par 5 too.
Nicolo, does your game complement a certain style of golf course?
Probably less. I'd say that. Probably less, and then I mean, short courses honestly probably are like they do fit my game the best. That's kind of probably why also like in that little stretch there were a lot of shorter courses, so it was a lot of wedge game. It was kind of very important, and that is the best part of my game. So if there is a course that's shorter, I kind of am able to take advantage of that course a little bit more than the bombers would say because they don't get their advantage as much. So I love short courses, honestly. So that's my favorite. Honestly, I do like it when it's really hard too, though, just because of the whole like thinking aspect. At least, I mean, a lot of the courses that we play in the Corn Ferry, unfortunately, they are due to weather and stuff as well. But just how they decided to set it up, it's really soft and it's just very easy conditions, you know. And so when we do get these weeks, like last week when it's super firm and it's tough, and I enjoy those weeks the most, probably just because you actually have to think a little bit. You don't have to just fire flags, and I think good short game in those kind of weeks goes a long way. Unfortunately, my short game was horrible in Ohio, but so usually those are kind of my favorite courses. Honestly, are the hardest ones, but then the ones that suit me the best are the shorter ones, just because as many wedges I can get, I'm going to have a pretty good chance. I feel like.
Now, are you a big range rat, or do you like to just go out and play?
I like to just go out and play. I mean, if I do go practice, I mean, I'm not a big grinder to be honest. I mean, I do go almost every day, or I do go every day, but I don't go more than like 3 hours if I'm just practicing. You know, I'm kind of just there. I do an hour each maybe. If I'm hitting it well, I'm not going to just keep hitting balls and just bang balls. If I can hit my shots I need to be hitting, then I'm going to go do something else that I need to work on. You know, so no. Not really. I would not say I'm a range right at all. Unless I'm really struggling. If I'm working on some swing stuff, then if I need to grind, I will. But for the most part, I'm not. I would much rather just go play with the boys and get some money games and get some competition going. Or games of 21 in the chipping green. I like doing that a lot, too.
Yeah.
What's different than you expected on tour?
Not much, to be honest. Like I said, coming from DP last year, I learned a lot of just that kind of lifestyle and stuff. It's obviously a little bit bigger of a stage over there, at least for them and stuff, just the way they set it up and everything. It's a lot more people kind of come out and the grandstands are bigger and everything. But so coming from that to this year, it's been fine. It hasn't been too hard of an adjustment at all or anything. And not too much, really. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Everything's kind of what I was expecting, to be honest. And yeah, it's been a good time. It's been a lot more fun than I was expecting, I should say. A lot of my friends, which I didn't realize are on this tour and stuff that I kind of grew up playing with. It's been nice to see a lot of those guys and kind of be with them the entire year. And so yeah, wasn't expecting that to see as many old friends and old faces as I knew. So that's kind of the best part for sure.
So you grew up in Cali. Did you grow up playing golf, or how did you get into the sport?
Yeah, grew up playing golf. I started when I was 4. Grew up in Northern California in the East Bay area. My dad started when he was 40. He used to be like a soccer player. My dad's from Italy, so he moved here when he was close to 30, I want to say, or 28 or so from Italy. So he's a big soccer guy. Then he hurt his leg when he was 40, kind of right when I was born. And I have an older brother as well that was playing golf. So kind of once I became of age at 4, I started playing with him a little bit. And kind of just went on from there. Kind of just went to all the tournaments that my older brother was playing. I was just playing all the younger divisions, the junior world, the 7 and under divisions when I was 5, and all that stuff. So I kind of been playing tournaments my entire life, and yeah, never never played any other sports. Just kind of just been all golf my entire life, really.
You don't happen to be an Arsenal fan, do you? Are you?
No, I'm not.
I
I'm
had
a Juventus
I had
guy.
to
I'm a big
ask
Juventus guy.
with the Liverpool. Who's your soccer team?
Juventus.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, unfortunately, right now, this year they're doing all right. I'm pretty sure we're undefeated. I didn't see how they did this last weekend, but
Yeah.
they were 3-0. So we'll see. It's been a tough run the last couple of years, but
Brock, what about you? How'd you get started in golf?
Hey, for my parents, both my parents played growing up. They were both left-handers as well, so I think that that's kind of where I picked up the game.
This is insane.
I don't have a left-handed bone in my body. In fact, if I was to throw you a ball, you'd probably laugh at me left-handed. I'm a right-handed person, but anything that involves a swing, it's a
Me
lefty.
too. Me too, bro.
For whatever reason. Yeah, but parents, it started off with I got to ride in a golf cart with my dad, and then I wanted to drive the golf cart, kind of do what dad was doing, and I thought that was awesome. And then obviously see him swinging and playing, and then I want to do that, kind of copy dad what dad's doing, and before you know it, yeah, it was all I wanted to do after that. So from a very young age, though, I think my first tournament I was 8 years old, a junior tournament here in Washington State, and never really looked back from there.
And Brock, when I met you guys in Boise, you and Nicolo went to ASU together. How'd you guys meet?
We were just teammates there, and a couple of good-looking lefties. So
Yeah.
Apparently.
it was the history from there.
Now, did you lie about your height too?
Actually, I think mine was the only accurate height on there. It was listed at 5'10", and I can confirm that that's accurate.
Okay, perfect.
yeah, his was accurate. We actually had another teammate, an Asian guy. His name is Kitek. He's 5'9" max, probably 5'8" realistically, and it said it was 6 foot as well.
And you guys were like, "There's no way."
No way, dude. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Everybody, I mean, you're allowed to just put whatever you want. So I mean, tell an 18-year-old to put whatever height they want. They're gonna. I mean,
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so
5'11" at a 17-year-old. I'm gonna put 6 foot. Come on.
when did you know you were good, Nicola?
At golf.
Yep.
I'd say, well, so when I turned about like 13, I had 2 freshman year of high school. This is kind of what it was. I was supposed to go to this same high school my brother went, and I didn't end up getting into that one. So I ended up doing online school my original freshman year. And that year, I mainly kind of just did golf. I did my schoolwork, but for the most part, I was kind of just at the golf course the entire day. So I want to say I was 13. So that kind of year took a big turn. I used to kind of skateboard before that, or I was a mountain biker and did all this other stuff. So that's kind of where I really focused on golf. And that entire year, every day I was just at the golf course for like 6 hours, and that really changed my game. So I'd say kind of right around 13, 14, then I started playing. I mean, I was always pretty good before that as well. Like my brother was like the best. He was the best at his age group. And when he graduated high school, he was the best in the country. So just playing with him and stuff, we were both kind of fairly good. And I kind of knew that growing up in the beginning, but 14 is kind of when it took a turn for me and started doing well in these bigger tournaments, AJGAs, and started getting recognition from all these colleges. And yeah, so 14, I'd say, was kind of my year. I was like, okay, I think I can do something with this.
Did you make it a goal to be a pro golfer at that point?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of my goal before that, honestly, just because my older brother also was a golfer and was so good. It was kind of his goal, obviously, my dad's goal for us. Like, he wanted us to try to at least try our best to do that. So the whole time was always a goal. But once I turned 13 or 14 is kind of when I made it like my main goal and just really focused on it instead of skateboarding or doing mountain biking jumps and all this stupid stuff you could do.
Have you done the golf board yet? You said skateboarding.
The golf board? No.
Yeah, have you seen those?
I don't think so.
It's like a surfboard with wheels on it instead of getting a cart.
Oh, the golf? No, I don't think I have been on one of those. I've been on one of the scooter ones, kind of like had like a little handle. I don't think I've ever been on the golf board though. No, I don't think I have. That sounds pretty dangerous. Carrying your cars. going down the hill on the board.
They mount on the front. There's still a handle system too, but it's
Then I think I've been on those ones. I thought it was just a board. Not,
no.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure that's out there too.
Yeah. They're also sketchy though. I mean, not like
Yeah.
going on the 40% slope and trying to ride one of those things, your bag over there. No.
You guys play golf with many, many different kinds of people year round since it's your profession, Chris, Broc, and Nicola. So a great question I like to ask is what do you get to learn about somebody when you play golf with them?
Who wants to answer that? I mean, I feel like you can kind of see what kind of guy they are, really. Honestly, you can kind of see how they kind of just carry themselves out there. I mean, if it's a guy, like if I'm out there and I'm hitting, like people are hitting good shots and stuff, like I like to say good shot or like great birdie. If it's somebody, like I will give them their props or I'll tell them whatever. And then what bothers me, honestly, is kind of like those guys that, like I mean, I don't really care that they don't say it to me per se, but like just to anybody, like, it was a sick shot. Just say it or like say thank you. Like if somebody says good shot to you, like and they don't say thank you back, like, I know a lot of those kind of guys. That just bugs me. So I'm like, I'm kind of right then and there. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be friends with this guy. So, yeah, that's kind of what I like to see. That's my first kind of thing that I like, kind of that gets me out there. I like to just see how they kind of react when people are doing good stuff, or if they're doing good stuff and people are giving them props. Just how they react to all of it.
Broc?
Yeah, I think especially like out there on the Corn Ferry when weeks are televised, you know, when the camera's on, you get to kind of see people, their true colors, kind of really how they are. So, you know, there can be sometimes two different sides to somebody when, you know, when the spotlight's on, I guess. So you get to really see kind of like Nico was saying, who that person really is. And you're spending a lot of time with them, obviously, on a golf course, 4.5, 5 hours. So you really get to see the person's character, see what kind of guy they are. And yeah, I think kind of what Nicolo said too. It's like I'm more of the even just caddy, and I'm a talkative, and I'll tell you a nice shot if it's a nice shot. I mean, not hear anything back is kind of like, oh, okay, well, I see how that's going to be then, you know. But yeah, I like to be out there and keep it light. But yeah, you meet a lot of good guys out there for sure. We're out there every week together, so a lot of good guys. I've made a lot of good friends on both player and caddy side, which has been a lot of fun. Kind of a, you know, you get out there, it's a brotherhood's, you know, kind of family out there. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It is a giant traveling circus.
Yeah.
We got a lot of monkeys in our circus, that's for sure.
It's a fun group of guys.
You guys are tight, though. I mean, Mike and I have been doing media for 5 years now at Boise, and every time you guys come through, it's just I meet new players, I meet new caddies, and it's just great. It's a great fraternity you guys have.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Eddie keeps trying to get rid of me, and I just keep showing up at Bardenay for please and thank yous. And he just...
Well, we tell you we don't want to see you next year. We tell you that every year. That means you and your player are on the PGA Tour. So as much as we loved seeing you, Broc and Nicola and Boise, we hope we don't see you next year.
Yeah, I hope we don't see you guys either.
There we go. The next time we want to see you is something on this after your first PGA Tour win. So
it's funny you bring that up. It seems like quite a few weeks where like volunteers are like, oh, you know, hope to see you guys next year, because Nico and I think we're pretty thankful. We always say like thank you for your help and this and that, and a lot of the volunteers, which are awesome and they're obviously needed for every week, so we're very thankful. But a lot of times they'll say, you know, hey, hope to see you next year. And a couple of times I've gone like, well, honestly, I hope I don't see you next year in the nicest way, but
yeah.
Maybe if they're really old, you don't say that back to them. But.
I know I won't see you next year.
Right.
Nicolo, what do you do in your off time? What do you guys do in your off time? Do you guys chat a lot? Do you guys travel and play golf together? Are you a big sports guy, Nicola? When you
mean like me and Broc travel a lot and play golf together?
Yeah, just like on your off season.
Yeah, on our off season, before Raleigh, I didn't see Broc for like, I want to say how long was it, Broc? Like 6 years or something like that, maybe
Yeah.
more. So it kind
A
of
long
makes me
time.
great that he's been on there. So maybe this year we will, this off season. I'm not sure, but usually when I'm here, if I'm on off season, I kind of don't do much. I play a lot of video games. I'm a big video game guy.
Okay.
So I play a lot of video games if my fiance lets me and doesn't scream at me, and if I get the okay from her. But I do that. Not too much. Hang out with friends. I like to go see movies. I'm a big movie guy too, so I try to go to as many movies as I can. Honestly, if people want to go with me, I'm not a movie alone guy, but if I have someone to go with, I'll go to a lot of movies. And that's it, really. Just normal stuff. Just hang out with the boys and play video games and go to movies.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
And hang out with my fiance, obviously, and my dog.
Of course. Now, does
Yeah.
she play golf?
Not really. No, I mean she's okay. She played a little bit growing up with her dad. Her dad kind of taught her. He played a little bit, and we played. Last time we played, I want to say it was 4 years ago or so, and she had a really good swing. Hit about like 240 or something. I was like super impressed. We actually played really well, but we haven't played since then. So she always kind of begs me to take her out or to where I play and take her out to practice, and I do, but it's never worked out. So hopefully soon she can get back into it.
That's always a slippery slope.
Yeah, I know that's
Play
true.
with-
That's kind of my domain as well. So I kind of want to keep it just.
When's the
easy
wedding?
away from golf. It is October 18th. So
Okay. Right after
what
the
is that,
finals.
3 weeks from now or so.
Oh wow!
Yeah, maybe a month from now ish. Not even. Yeah, 3.5 weeks. Yeah, the week after our tour championship, the Saturday after.
Perfectly scheduled.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
yeah, 'tis the
Good
season.
call.
I think a couple of players that we've had on around this time last year. I think Taylor Dixon. He got married after Corn Ferry Tour finals.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's kind of our only time that we can really.
Right.
Sure.
I mean, we're always gone. So from October to December is kind of our only chance, and then nobody wants to get married in the cold November, December. So October is it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty much. It's probably a very popular date, I'm sure, for especially for Corn Fair guys. If you're consistently on that tour.
Yeah. For young guys, how do you guys see the game of golf right now? From obviously from a player's standpoint, Nicolo and Broc, from Caddie's perspective, what's your thoughts on the state of golf, where we're at? I mean, are we in a good spot?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a good spot. I think it's tough. I think unfortunately the PGA Tour is making it a lot harder for guys. They're just making it harder and harder for people to really make it to the PGA Tour, and they're kind of just focusing mainly on their main guys. And so that's kind of been changed this last, like, I don't know, however many 5-10 years or so, which has been tough, especially for people in our kind of like era or time wise. I'm 30 now, so I had my time when I was 24 to 26, whatever, to kind of with those older rules and stuff. But besides them making it a little bit tougher and stuff to get up there, I think it's been good. I mean, a lot of young players are getting really, really good, really young, obviously, as you can see, and they're just every single guy who comes out of college now just hits it like 350 yards carry. I mean, or whatever. They hit it insanely far, every single one of them, and it's insane. So the game is definitely changing a lot, even from I'm not very old, don't get me wrong, I'm 30, but like I was average. I've always been average, and now average from these college kids are all like, I mean, it's 320 or something. They're all just hitting so far. So that's what I've kind of noticed of the game kind of changing with all these new kids that I've kind of been playing with coming out of college each and every year. They just get longer and longer, but I think it's a good game, a good spot, I should say. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have any complaints.
I feel like it's in a good spot too. I have a hard time talking too much about it. I'm just not really in the weeds about it. I love to play. I'm caddying for Nicolo now. I don't get too involved with it, that kind of side of it, I guess. I love the game and I love to play it. I think it's in a good place though. I mean, the purses are as big as they've ever been. The prize money is amazing. And this year, especially now, I think with it being cut to the top 20 on the Corn Ferry, next year, the PGA Tour, those guys are going to get into pretty much all events, is what it sounds like. So I think for this graduating class, it's one of the best times to get your card. You're going to get into a lot of events, which I think is great. If you have your PGA Tour card, I do think that you should be playing on pretty much all the events. I know that there's the bigger tournaments now and qualifying and world ranking point. You need to be in a certain position there, but if you have your card, you should be able to play in all the events, and so that's why I think that it's going in the right direction, and it seems to be in a good place from what I can see.
You guys watch golf?
Yeah,
Ah,
I watch golf. Brock watches golf. Don't say
I
it.
watch. I'll certainly be watching this week, and then like the majors, and then when we're on the road with together, if we're rooming together, we have golf on quite a bit. But like back home, I'm not watching it a ton. It's good napping TV.
Especially if Jim
Yes.
Nance is on.
Yeah, well, if you want to fall asleep, you just turn on the DP World Tour coverage, and that will help you.
Those voices are so
We're already
I thought you were
We're
going to say
already
watch
asleep when
Nicolo's
they air that.
instruction videos on YouTube.
What's that?
I thought you were going to say watch your instructional videos on YouTube.
I got no instructional videos, unfortunately.
All right.
Do you guys think there's do you think we have a distance issue in golf?
No, I mean I don't mind it. It is the equipment a little bit, but it's also just these guys are just getting way more athletic, and they're just finding the way how to just hit it way further.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's just kind of part of it. I mean, I feel like if they have that advantage and they can do that, then it is what it is. I mean, I think the courses can be changed a lot to not make that as big of an advantage. Let's say, like, I mean, a lot of the courses that we play. I mean, on Corn Ferry, not so much. Probably even on the PGA Tour, like, you can make these courses a lot harder than what they are. Like the conditions wise, like the fairways can be a lot narrower, the rough can be a lot longer. So bombing it in the rough 350 yards is not going to be that good. But now it is because the rough is always so short everywhere they play that they can do it. So I think it's more of a condition problem rather than a distance problem. I think if people have the distance, then that's just their gift, and they did it. They did whatever they needed to do to get that, so they deserve it. I just think that they can make it tougher for those guys, so they don't have as big of an advantage on the rest of the field. I think that's my problem with it.
That's the correct answer, by the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
totally agree. We talk about it with a lot of people. Agronomy can change the game. Narrow fairways, raise the rough, make the greens firmer and fast, and all of a sudden hitting the fairway becomes a premium, and you need to be able to control spin, flight trajectory, which you can do out of a fairway and not out of the rough. I mean, I could care less how far the ball goes. But if you can't have no rough and really, really wide fairways and it be soft and have a
The
ball
greens are super soft too. I mean, honestly, if the greens are firm, it kind of makes it just even a huge difference. Doesn't mean, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, even if the rough is not that long, just maybe a little bit longer, but the greens are just always fairly firm or firm enough, then you have to be in the fairway in order to stop it, or you're screwed. So, but yeah.
What's the last?
Like you said, agronomy problem than a distance problem.
Yeah. What's the last shot on tour that gave you nightmare?
The last shot that I've had, like on the tour that I was like scared to hit. I'm trying to remember.
Broc's thinking.
Broc's thinking too. Which one's scary, Broc?
8. I mean, I think. Well, the putts on 18 at Boise and at in Ohio to make the cut.
Huh? Oh yeah. Well, he's talking about a shot. What do you mean, like that? Like a
just like a shot that you've had on tour that you remember that either it whatever happened that gave you nightmares, or it's just scary or whatever. I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't know. There's really not that many like.
But that putt on you're right, Broc. Though that putt on 18, if that pin is either, I don't know, they can put that in a dirty spot.
Mm-hmm.
Anything past the pin on 18 in Boise, even that middle right one is brutal.
Yeah, I mean we've seen guys 4-putt from back there.
Ask Aaron Rye about it.
I'm trying to think. You guys started. I'm trying to think of this shot.
That is a good question. I'm trying to think too of like something that really stood out as a scary
The thing is, there's
shot.
not
I mean,
too many
it's
holes on tour.
not hitting the shot is, I'm obviously not too afraid or scared of anything, but there's
Sure.
some that definitely are more nerve-wracking than others just watching.
I mean, I could say the scary shot was number 18 at Springfield. Is it Illinois or is it Missouri? In Missouri, that downhill tee shot, downhill dogging left with the
Missouri.
water all along the right and out of. I mean, if you go
Missouri.
way left, it's out of bounds, but there's trees and stuff. That one's a pretty.
Oh, I
I mean,
think
that's kind of nervous on
I've
that
got
tee
one.
shot. What? Which one?
Springfield, Illinois, 17. That one kind of gave us nightmares. I don't know if you recall. I think it was Friday or Saturday. We had to come back really early,
Oh
and
yeah.
you'd hit one in the water, short left on that, and then we had to come back, and then we were coming back like one shot off the lead on Sunday, and we have to go face that shot again. It ended up working out really well, and I hit it in the middle of green, made birdie. But that one kind of sticks out to me as kind of a nightmarish hole there,
Yeah,
anyway,
that one
especially with the
was.
circumstances coming down kind of
Well, I hurt my back though.
close
I
to
hurt my back. I hurt my back that week, and I had like 5 holes to finish that next morning when I hurt my back, and I was like, okay, I just need to get through these 5 holes, and then I'll be fine for like I can whatever get my back worked on and stuff. I was like, I just need to get through 17. I was like, I know I can par at least all the other holes. I don't care if I make birdies or not. And I actually ended up making a couple birdies, so it was nice. So I just need to get through 17. The pin was like front right, and you can hit it anywhere. And it was like the water's 50 yards left, and I just like hit it straight left into the water and made double. And I was like, the only thing I made like unbelievable up and down to make double, and it was just. I was like, oh my god, dude. Literally the one shot I did. I one hole I was worried about. I didn't make that. That's probably why I was worried about it the whole time. To be honest. But maybe that's it. That's the last one I can remember. There's not too many scary shots on our tour, I want to say. That's the thing, though. It's all like kind of just pretty bland.
Are you guys
what was the-
superstitious?
Not really. No, I don't think so. I mean, the one thing I do is just like I use a ball mark. Well, let's say, and then if I putt well with it that day, then like the next day I'll use that ball mark. But if I putt bad with it, then I'll make sure I don't use that ball mark. But besides that, it's kind of the only thing that I really am super.
We are weird creatures. Golfers are weird creatures.
I know a lot of
No doubts.
I played with a guy today. I'm playing this mini tour event, and he has like 6 or 7 coins in his pocket, and like every putt, if he makes a putt, then he'll put the coin in this one side of his pocket before he hits the putt. And if he makes it, he'll keep it in that pocket. And just keep using that one, and as soon as he misses it, he switches to the coin, and he just keeps rotating.
That seems reasonable.
Coins. Huh?
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Confusing.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's not, yeah.
I don't have a bandwidth to do that. That's got to be a really smart dude.
A lot of
I'm not smart enough to do that.
All right, Nicolo. So you got 2 events coming up. Are you you're standing 34th on the list? Do you know what you got to do to get your card?
Yeah, I mean, I know a win will probably get me over that hump, or at least fairly close to it. And maybe, so what is that? That's probably like 600 points. So either that or a couple top 2s, or maybe a third and a second. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know I have to play really well the next couple of events. Obviously, a win will take care of it. It'll take care of a lot of things. So that's our main goal, obviously, which it is every week. So I don't treat it any different than any other week, really. I mean, every week we're trying to win. So it's not like there's any added pressure or anything. I mean, obviously, if I do win, some better things can come out of it, but it's the same as it was earlier in the year. If you win earlier in the year,
you're still getting married.
You're going to make it. So it's the same thing as kind of any other tournament, I feel like. So just go out there and play my game, and hopefully the putts fall.
What do you
get married either way, so you're still.
We married either
I was
way.
going to say,
for sure next year,
what are you more nervous about, Nicolo? Getting your PGA Tour card or standing up at the altar?
I'm for sure more nervous than standing up at the altar. And she said she wants to read our vows like in public or with the people there.
Sure.
And I was like, oh god, I hate that kind of stuff. So I'm way more nervous for that. I haven't even read anything yet. So I'm more
You'd
nervous.
rather have 4 feet to make your tour card than beat up there. I like.
Yeah. Wow, 4 foot making group. That's a little. Maybe that's
Well,
a little.
hopefully your vows can just be the big giant tournament check.
A 4-foot bender to make your tour card.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I'd probably still rather take that.
The
Yeah.
downhill's cup and a half.
Yeah.
Cup and a half slider. Yeah.
Easy peasy for you, though.
Easy peasy.
We've answered some of these rapid fire questions just with normal talk here. Is there any that we did not ask, Mike or Chris? Do you see any that we did not
I
find
mean,
out?
well, my favorite question always is if you're in charge for rules for the day in golf, what rule would you change? You get one rule.
I would say for sure can take it out of the divot in the fairway. That's probably my main one.
And you boys, for the record, for all the listeners out there, you've never listened to this podcast prior to coming on, correct?
I've never listened to it, no.
So the
That is
reason
the
why I
correct
asked
answer.
that is because we asked that question quite a bit, and it has been the number one answer. So what we're going to do is we're going to compile.
There is no number 2 answer.
There is no number 2 answer.
Everybody says that.
There's a couple. I can't remember who said it. It was completely different, but it was kind of it was right in there. But what we're going to do is compile all of these sound clips, and then we're going to go
Send it to the PGA Tour.
send it to the PGA Tour and to lobby for it for you guys. So for the future sakes, if all of a sudden you got that rule is lifted, you can thank us.
Yeah, I will.
Perfect.
I will. I will make a shout out. Say thank you, Eddie Dunn and Mike. Thank you, boys.
I love it. That's good. He's Nicolo
That's,
Galletti.
that's such a dumb rule. I mean, you do all that work to hit the fairway.
It is.
And then it goes into somebody's divot, and that. I mean,
No, we've
It
been
would even
pounding-
have a cool name. We could name it the Ben Hogan rule.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Hogan always said if they didn't change the tees, they'd hit the ball in the same divot every day.
No, we've been pounding the table for that rule to be changed for a very, very long time. It just seems it seems silly. I mean, I'm sure your golf purists out there would be like, no, you got to play it as it lies. But it's just the consensus is just so strong the other way.
I mean, there's just so much on the line. Like for us, obviously, but for people, the guys in the PJ Tour, I mean, there's just so much. And like to do your job, and like let's say you just like down the stretch of a hard fairway, you just hit this fairway, you're so pumped, and you get up there and you just fat did it, completely screwed. And then you can probably make a bogey. Let's say you make a bogey out of it instead of a birdie, and that can cost on our tour. It can cost you your tour card, or in the PJ Tour, it can cost you millions, and it can cost you anything. It costs a lot. But I do think the rules, or the USGA has done a good job with changing a lot of the rules that have been changing, which has been nice. Like the ball moving on the green or something. If you accidentally hit that, it's not a penalty anymore. If you hit yourself by accident, it's not a penalty anymore, which I found out a couple of years ago, which was nice. And so they're doing all right. But the divot one is going to be a tough one to switch. Everybody wants them to switch it, but that's going to be a tough one to make them do.
All right, both of you. 30 years from now, we're watching the Masters. Who are your 3 honorary starters?
30 years from now. How old's Tiger? He's 48, so he'll be 78. Yeah, so he'd be good. 30 years. I'd say probably Tiger. 48 years. 30 years from now, Tiger.
Well, you can make it 25 if you need to make sure someone's still alive.
Yeah. I mean, Scotty Scheffler obviously stays on this path. I mean, he's going to probably be one of the best to ever play as well.
He might still be playing.
Yeah, he might still be winning.
I think being a Washington State guy, I would like to throw Freddie in there. He's just always been so good around Augusta as well.
This is 25 years, Broc.
What's that?
This isn't 30 years. Freddie is.
How old is
he?
I mean,
Freddie's in his 60s.
He might be able to do it in
60.
20
He's
years.
pretty smooth. He could still be alive at 90 something, be like a Gary Player.
For the record, Broc,
I was just going to say he's going to be Gary Player. He's
I
going to be
love
around
that
for-
answer.
Well, he's still be there.
I would love to see Freddie as an honorary. That'd be great.
I mean,
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Maybe I think
in 10 years,
I'm
that'd be great.
slightly biased, obviously, but I mean, I don't know exactly his age, but I mean, he's still making the cut at the play. I mean, he's just been awesome. He's a champion there. I think that would be a really cool honorary starter.
I agree.
I think Tiger, obviously, and then a third. I think maybe for me, I'm a lefty. Phil. I think that would be
yeah.
awesome.
Go with the ASU.
I would love
Yeah.
Phil. I don't know if they. Hopefully, they let him do it with all that live stuff with whatever with the live stuff. So
Sure.
I feel like you would think he would have to be one because he's besides Tiger, he's the only one that's kind of won in this era. He's won more than one. There's one more than two, I would say for sure.
Yep.
Right? From three, I want to say.
It'd be cool to see Phil, Tiger, and like Ernie Els, like the big three, back in the early 2000s. That'd be kind of cool.
For sure.
Maybe
But
throw in
doesn't it have
VJ
to
or
be-
something.
Have to be a Masters champion though to be the starter. 'Cause I don't think Ernie Els
Yeah. I think you're right, actually, Nicola. Yeah.
would assume. I don't know.
Let's throw VJ in there. Let's throw
Let's say we'll get VJ then.
Yeah, we'll go VJ.
Nicola, we'll let you guys get going. We do appreciate your time. How's golf changed your life, Nicola?
How's golf changed my life?
Yep.
I mean, it's brought me all my friends that I've kind of met over all my years. I mean, all my friends are pretty much golf friends. It's taught me to become the man I am. With all the stuff you kind of learn with golf, I don't know how to really word it, but everything you kind of just learn with golf. Like the first tee stuff, how they just teach you how to act, how just to be a good person, to be a man, or be a woman, whatever, to be a good person. And I think that just kind of built me into being a good human being, just because I'm surrounded by a lot of good human beings within the golfing world and stuff. And yeah, I think it just turned me into a good person. That's it. That's how golf golf's done for me.
Now those are just two dudes out having fun, enjoying their lives. One's playing golf, one's caddying, good friends. Met at ASU. I love the story. Boys, good luck for the rest of the year. For Mike, Chris, I am Eddie. We are always rough fairways. Please tune in. We got the Masters preview coming up. That'll be posted after April 2nd. And we do have a special contributor that week. Y'all know him. His name is JT. Our JT. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Be kind to each other.